What's up, guys? It's your boy RedXice, and here's my little brother RedXice, and today we'll be reacting to some scary shit. Okay, it says it in the. You can go check out the video. It's gonna be in the description down below, and go check it out. And so let's get into these reactions right now. Ready? Okay. Will it be good?
No. Oh, it's not. No.
Oh yeah.
Number 15, The Woman in the Ceiling. In
No.
2009, an actor by the name of Joe Cummings uploaded a video to YouTube that gave at least 10 million people chills. While Cummings is an actor, he has made many claims that everything in this video is true and was not set up in any way. Cummings had been hearing strange noises at night for several weeks, and a lot of his coming up missing. Cummings originally put the camera up to catch his girlfriend sleepwalking or simply lying to him about rummaging about his apartment at night. The camera was set up in his kitchen and kept on all night, and what he found the next day was truly nightmare-inducing. In the video uploaded by Cummings, it starts off with the homeless woman dropping down from some type of vent or cubby near the ceiling. That alone would be enough to scare anyone.
Hold up. There's a homeless girl living in the house. Right? It's like sneaking in somewhere and just lives there and eats their food and stuff.
And it was in Philly.
Yeah, that's probably what.
Yeah.
That's creepy. What if you have a homeless man inside your house? What would you do? Below. What would you do?
When I look up there, I'll just knock it off.
You gonna stab him?
I'll just stab him in the eye.
Yeah, that is property.
And then none.
That's a girl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna call the police. Yeah, you just call the police, dude.
Oh, just call the police.
Her thin legs dropping from the upper right corner of the screen. However, things start to get terrifying in a more realistic way. The woman starts eating food and even pees in the sink. At one point during the night, Cummings gets up to get a drink, and the woman darts behind a couch or chair to better hide herself. Once Cummings heads back to bed, she continues her routine before hopping back up into the cubby. Perhaps even more chilling is the few seconds of footage at the end of the video where Cummings wakes up the next morning for breakfast and to take down the camera. Completely unaware of the woman as he lived his daily life, Cummings claimed that as soon as he saw the footage, he left his apartment and called the police, who removed her. She had set herself up a small living area in the cubby, which was actually a small loft intended for storage. While there are many claims out there that the video is faked, it's still very unsettling to think of the possibility of someone living in your home without your knowledge. Number 4.
If it was fake, guys, then why would he call the cops?
Oh.
Calling cops on your friend. Alright, if you set it up, why would they call the cops? That's still an emergency. That means, what if it wasn't fake? What if they call the cops?
What if it was really real?
Yeah,
14. Screaming Spirit. In 2003, many guests staying at the Wingate Hotel began calling into the front desk and complained that there were screams coming from a certain room. Room 209 to be exact. Apparently, no one was booked in that room, so a security worker was sent to see if maybe someone had broken in. The security footage catches the security worker approaching the door, and a woman screaming can be clearly heard.
No one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too.
He knocks on the door several times, but there is no answer. The security manager tells his worker, John, to wait for the police to arrive. However, the worker enters the room anyway. After he opens the door, the screaming comes to a complete halt. Once he enters the room, a white ghostly apparition can be seen moving from the doorway and then disappearing. John reports to the security manager that no one is in the room, but the furniture has been flipped and the carpet ripped up. John urges for the police to be called. Even the manager claims to be scared before the footage ends.
Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out.
He's even tripping. He's like, oh, that's a ghost over there. He's like, oh, that's scary.
That's a ghost.
That's scary.
I think he just like flew over.
Yeah, he just walked by this screaming girl. I bet he's tripping out. He's like,
Oh shit,
You better.
I'm looking up.
Now,
There's no history with this hotel, or even particular room being haunted before this. Number 13, Alien Abduction. A paranormal investigation TV series from the late 90s known as Paranormal Borderlines featured a story about an alleged alien abduction caught on surveillance camera. The footage was sent in with a letter that provided a brief explanation of the footage. The footage includes 4 black and white blocks of video. In the top right square of footage, there is a worker who exits a gate of some sort. In a flash of light and a camera glitch, he disappears. The tapes continue to run normally, with no sign of the employee for more than 2 hours. Around 1 a.m., the tape exhibits the same behavior as before, and the employee is returned outside the gate lying in the fetal position. He pukes, stands up appearing dazed, confused, and imbalanced before he walks out of the shot. The letter claims that this employee didn't remember anything about this event, or even his alleged alien encounter, but after the incident, the employee did quit his job and move far away, never to be heard from thereafter. The episode of Paranormal Borderline
Probably saw something. Probably saw like a dead body. That's probably threw up. That's the only reason why he would throw up, or like aliens went to experience something.
Alright, they saw the ghost and then he just cut it out. How's that? But
Alright.
also brought in professionals to examine the tape's authenticity. While the pros do claim that this could be the result of someone taking advantage of common camera malfunctions, those glitches are not faked. Number 12, Violent Spirit. The happenings in this video are pretty self-explanatory. The original video was uploaded in 2013 and it features a man walking down a hallway of an unidentified building. As he is walking, a dark figure appears in front of him in the camera's view. The man falls to the ground and is drugged, seemingly by the spirit, towards the end of the hallway for at least 2 or 3 meters before he is let go and runs in the opposite direction. He seems fairly confused and certainly terrified. Of course, there's a vast group of skeptics that claim this to be fake. However, many have made the argument that the way
He just disappeared. Like a black figure just pulls you and just disappears. Why didn't he finish him off? Why didn't he kill him or jab him in the back way on some crazy fun? That's like a ramp. Look, you can see him. Look, it looks like he got one leg. He's like, whew.
at least I made
I'm not gonna die today.
his feet move as he is drugged would make it impossible for him to be pushing himself. It's a pretty chilling thought to imagine yourself walking down a hall, minding your own business, before being pulled to the ground and drugged forward by an immensely strong force. Consider that fact that you probably cannot see the source of your attack, and it makes for a very traumatic experience. Number 11, the tutorial ghost. In October 2010, a man was recording a tutorial for his illustration class. He was in his kitchen as to have more counter space available. As he explained the different materials he was using, in the background you can see a cabinet door slowly open, without a sound. By this point in the video, you're not even paying attention to the tutorial as you're completely focused on the cabinet door and what may happen next. The small door slams shut and the YouTuber NIV2 is startled. He turns back to check out the scene.
That fool was like, oh! He didn't even want to open. You want to grab some hot cocoa? Yeah, let's grab some hot cocoa. I'll pause it again. Let's get some hot cocoa. Oh, I wasn't even recording.
Or to catch the other cheating. However, things got weird as time went on. The family only randomly tuned in to watch the camera to see if it was still set up. They found out the neighbors were having renovations done and assumed maybe the camera had to do with the team working in their home every day while they were out. One day when watching the men work, however, a plumber began sifting through the bedroom's drawers, underwear drawers, and things like that. He stood up and approached the camera, adjusted some things, then put it back in its place. It was clear that this plumber was the one who set the camera up. Coolvy's dad went to their neighbor's home that night and showed them the camera. He discovered that the creepy plumber had set it up behind a device water usage. The couple reported it to the police immediately. It came to light that the man had been coming to their street at night, parking outside of the house and watching the stream on his laptop of the neighbors sleeping, or possibly being more intimate. Coolvy explained that he would often walk past the car, but didn't think much of it. Number 8. brutal officer shooting. In January 1998, Andrew Brannon was speeding down on the road at about 100 miles per hour when he was pulled over by Officer Kyle Dinkheller. As soon as he was stopped, Brannon rushed towards Dinkheller in an aggressive stance, and Dinkheller was forced to pull his gun. He also shouted, "I am in fear for my life," likely in an attempt to warn Brannon he may have to shoot. Brannon and Dinkheller got into a argument of some sort before Brannon rushed into his truck to retrieve a rifle. He charged at Dinkheller and shot at him. By the end of this bloody ordeal, Brannon had been shot once in the stomach, while Dinkheller had been shot a total of 10 times. Dinkheller died on the scene and Brannon took off. Thanks to his plate number, he was arrested the next day, charged without incident, and sentenced to death. However, as of 2013, Brannon has still not been executed for his crimes. When he was questioned about why he killed the 22-year-old officer, he responded, 7. Vatican Ghost. A 19-year-old college student took a trip to Europe and found some strange footage on his video camera after he got home and reviewed the memories of his trip. While visiting the Vatican, he had his video camera out to get a good shot of inside the St. Peter's Basilica. In a few frames of the shot, a bright orange or red figure can be seen hovering in the air. It seems like a human figure wearing a cloak or loose sheet, but it moves more mysteriously than that. In a later shot, the figure is still seen there, but in a much lower location, closer to the ground. The student claims that he did not see this in person, only later when he was going through the footage. Some people saw this as a sign of the presence of St. Peter, or even Jesus Christ himself, while others saw it as a darker and more evil presence. The truth is up for those who believe. Number 6. Kitchen Poltergeist. The video of a very violent poltergeist was uploaded by user Mellowbird in 2011. He claims that this footage was taken from inside his severely haunted home. He would come home often to a kitchen totally destroyed. He set up the camera to see what was going on while he was away, and he found something so chilling, most of us would pack up right away, but instead he stuck around to investigate, and now has a very popular channel with a huge chunk dedicated to his haunted home. You've got to be pretty brave to stay in a home filled with violent and spirits that are strong enough to throw furniture, but he has done it for his viewers to be entertained and more informed. This particular footage is a great example of just how strong and terrifying this haunting is. In fact, many of his viewers claim that the thing haunting his home is not a ghost at all, but a very powerful demon. Number 5. St. Louis Dormitory Ghost. This is the type of ghost footage that could very well be fake, but that you still shouldn't watch alone at night in your room, staring at your lit computer screen as you fall through pages of YouTube videos. But being the channel we are, we're providing you with this anyways. The original video, uploaded in 2006, claims that this was taken by a camera left unintended in the dormitory. You're left staring into the distance, wondering what will pop into sight at any moment. A female figure seems to focus into the shot. It stands there, probably staring you down, or so you feel. Eventually the figure disappears. Real ghost or not, it's amazing what cameras can catch sometimes, and it's even more amazing how they can make you feel. Number 4. Attacked in her own home. In Millburn, New Jersey, sometime in 2013, a father leaves for work and tells his family goodbye. The mother is left to watch a toddler and infant. As she sits down to watch TV, her day is being observed on a nanny cam. Little does she know, this nanny cam will later aid in catching the man that breaks into her home and brutally beats her. You can hear the back door being broken down before a large man rushes into the room and immediately attacks the mother. He hits her several times in the face, and she nearly passes out on the living room floor as the man runs up the stairs. Just as the mom gains enough strength to get up, the man returns and kicks her in the face and continues to beat her. Before he leaves the house, he drags the mother and throws her down the basement stairs. Eventually, she musters the strength to get up again and leave the basement. She comforts her daughter, checks on her baby, and calls the police. This attacker was found later and charged with attempted murder, robbery, and endangerment to a child. The mother suffered a concussion and explains that she didn't scream throughout most of the attack because she didn't want to scare her daughter anymore or make her daughter scream, which could have led to her being attacked as well. Nashville Clowns. In late 2014, there was a strange trend of people dressing as clowns and walking around.
I do not mess around with clowns. I'm not like clowns.
I remember on Halloween, there was like a clown and he had a freaking like
small towns in California. They'd walk around at night and be spotted, or they'd actually pose for a camera. They'd be caught on home surveillance cameras. The victims of these visits claim it's probably just some neighbors having fun. However, the footage of clowns staring up at a camera from your porch or tearing apart a pumpkin while glaring up with their clown face is still unsettling. If you're afraid of clowns, you'd probably consider moving, because this is seriously creepy. The clowns never harmed anyone and didn't destroy any property aside from the pumpkin. That won't change how truly terrifying these clowns are, though. Number 2, Alyssa Lamb. The Alyssa Lamb story has been popular since the day it occurred, and there's a lot of lore, creepy and conspiracy theories out there that try to explain this event. Alyssa Lamb was a young college student that went missing and took the internet by storm. Police released footage of her in an elevator at the Cecil Hotel where she was staying, as it was the last time, and they thought it might aid in her being found. The video is strange. She goes in and out of the elevator, presses multiple buttons for what seems like no reason, talks and gestures as if there's someone in the hallway, and even hides herself in the back elevator out of view. As she is doing this, the elevator also begins to malfunction, either from her behavior or something else. As soon as the video hit the internet, people began their speculations, as it is strangely unsettling. Not long after the release of this footage, guests at the hotel began making complaints about the water supply. When the staff checked the water tank above the downtown LA hotel, they found her body floating naked, her clothes and belongings floating with her, but not on her. An autopsy was delayed several back with the label of an accidental death, no foul. From her behavior in the elevator, possible elements of the footage being with, how she got into the tank at all, why the search dogs didn't pick up the scent from the roof, all the way to issues with the autopsy, Alyssa Lamb's death has been a marveling modern mystery. There seems to be no explanation to these concerning questions, and though time goes on, there seems to be no further breakthroughs in this case. Alyssa Lamb's life and death has been the inspiration for many TV shows and movies in the past 2 years and in years to come. Number 1. Night crawlers. This footage is actually so weird and scary it's a little nauseating, especially if you're easily spooked. This is from a resident in Fresno, California who noticed what are known as night crawlers in their front yard. They look like a head that goes straight into legs and is covered in a sheet. They walk very slowly and with wide steps. They're also apparently very tall. The footage is very disturbing with no...
That's a night crawler. They go at night and they got some big old legs and they have a head. Legs and the head, not even the stomach or any arms.
Oh, so
they just walk around and it's really tall. It looks weird.
The neck is like,
yeah,
the legs are right there, and then the head is like around the neck, around the legs. I'm like,
yeah, I'm look.
Context. Have a look.
They look like a dress. It looks weird.
Got an idea for a top 15 video? Be sure to submit it at top15s.net/submit. Be sure to subscribe for...
That was it for today, guys. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, and for more content, make sure to subscribe, like, and check out his channel, RedXice. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.